crystal walls.
급이야
Are these
Pikmin.
creatures Pikmin too? Give me a funny look.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff here with NVG Games, back for another episode of our semi-weekly series called First 15. In this week's episode, we're playing one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and also my favorite game in the Metroid series as a whole, and that is Super Metroid on the Super NES. Of course, First 15 is our weekly, semi-weekly series, like I mentioned, where we play through the first 15 minutes of various games on Nintendo platforms. And we're going to be doing the first 15 minutes of Super Metroid, so let's check it out and see how that goes. And of course we'll be doing a full-length let's play of this eventually as well. Being one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, I would have to do that, of course. Just checking to see if I want to change any of the settings here. I'll just leave it as is.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is empty.
I still remember the first time I saw this game. First battle of the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled their plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. It was very impressive to have voice acting in a game back then, because it didn't happen very often, especially not, you know, a full sentence like that. So here you see Samus fight Mother Brain in the original Metroid, although a Super Nintendo version of it. I next fought the Metroids in their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them, except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. This is from Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, if I remember correctly. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres, so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. And somehow she convinced it to get inside the tube. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt, but I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack! And there's just going to Ceres Station. Space Colony. So here we are, elevator shaft here. Jump with A and shoot with X by default. Angle down with L, angle up with R. I think B is dash. Interesting to note, you cannot pause it here. So it's kind of eerie and spooky here. If you've never played the game before, you're probably like, what's going on? Here you see a dead person on the ground. Well, at least I guess they're dead. A couple more. Of course, I played the game, you know, extensively, so I know what is going on. And if you played the game before, you know as well. So there's the baby Metroid, all by its lonesome. Huh. You can stand on top of the door. Well, that I did not know. Oh, that's Ridley. Uh-oh. Basically, you just gotta keep firing at him until he flies away. Not very complicated. There he goes. Bye-bye, really? He almost killed me, though. Emergency. Self-destruct sequence activated. Evacuate colony immediately. So it gives you a minute to leave back the way you came. The doors here automatically open once you get up to them. The smoke here knocks you back if you get hit by it, but it doesn't do any damage. Even though it makes the noise and visual effect like it is doing damage, but it just knocks you back. Same with the falling tiles in the ceiling there. And this is where the SNES uses some mode 7 here to tilt the screen. Kind of like it did the system used in some of the earlier titles, like Pilot Wings, for example. That used it extensively. That's another game we'll be doing a series for eventually. I definitely want to do that. Great game. Here we are back to Planet Zebus now. Or we're headed there. Or Zebes. Not sure what the correct pronunciation is. I'll stick with Zebus, that works. Zebus, maybe. We'll stick with Zebus. So there's the ship, which Samus is very vain because it looks just like her. Her helmet and all. Now we can go over here, but there's nothing we can do here. Can't get through here yet, as you can see. And we can't jump up there yet. We don't have the high enough jump ability. If you take a running start and leap off your ship, you just can't make it. So let's go over to the left here. There's a door. Some green things on the ceiling and floor that scatter when I go by. Can't go left there, so we have to go down. Can't go in here. Don't have the morph ball yet. Can't go in there, so I want missiles. We got two options. We can go to the left up here, or we can go down. We'll try going left first. And we can't go that way because we need the morph ball, which, as I just mentioned, we don't have yet. So Metroid 2, or 3 rather, Super Metroid enables you to shoot downwards, which you could not do in the original. So this area might look familiar if you played the original Metroid. This is actually the escape portion of Torian from the original Metroid. These little blue platforms you had to climb on. They look more purple here because of the haze, but they were blue in the original game. And this is where you fought Mother Brain in the original game. And you had the tube enemies here. I forget what they're called, but you had to destroy all those to get through there. And here's our first elevator. Samus does not want to go down for some reason. So here we are in Brunstar. And there is our first item, the morphing ball, or morph ball for short. So as soon as you get it, this thing activates. It's just a light, doesn't hurt you. These things activate here as well, and they also do not hurt you. It's there for decoration, basically. So you can't jump up this way. I don't think. I thought maybe you could wall jump because it looked like she was grabbing onto the wall there, but maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Oh, the wrong button. There we go. So you duck down and shoot, and you just use the morph ball to go through there. And here we are, Brinstar. So we could go back up and back out the way we came, but we'll get whatever is down here first. Missiles. Select the missile and press the X button. That's how you use them. There you see in the top of the screen the HUD there that I have 5 missiles now. So select will equip your missiles, and you can hit it again to cycle through the other items once you get other items in the game. There's another one of those mirror thing or beam things, light beams. That's the this is the same screen from the original Metroid, although the enemies are not currently here. There's the energy tank that was in the original Metroid. There's another missile tank. We've got 5 more here, and now we can store a maximum of 10. So that energy tank we can't get to yet, so I'll have to come back later. On the map there in the top right will mark where things are located with little dots. Now we can pause it, and you can do that to see the map. You kind of R here to scroll through and go to Samus, and here you can equip and unequip items if you needed to do so. For example, later in the game you get different beams. You can equip different combinations of them. The ice beam with the phaser or whatever. I think it's called a phaser. It's been a while since I played this. So now we actually have our first enemies here. Some walking Chozo statues, which fire these kind of yellow beam things. They look like kind of like crinkle cut French fries, a thin variety. That's kind of what they look like. And now we have music playing as well, and they're up here in the escape corridor as also, and we have to go back through here now. In the original game, of course, it did not have any enemies in the escape corridor. The original Metroid. You just had to escape before the time ran out. They're pretty simple. They just require like 1 shot, basically, to kill. Not exactly difficult. So our elevator is not there, so we have to shoot up through the door. And there we go. Now we have enemies out here now, which were not there before, if you recall. And now that we have the morph ball, we can go in through here and see what's over here. But we can't go any further because there's a block blocking our way. But we can go over to the right here. Now we have missiles. Takes 5, of course, to open a missile door. There's a Rio, I think is his name. A flying enemy that dropped down, the large one. Another door. So this is called a map station, and this will give you portions of the map that will be visible. And this section of the game is called Criteria, As you saw down there where we just were was Brinstar. And we're back in Criteria now. The pink indicates where we've been, and the blue is where we have not been. And those little dots, as I mentioned, indicate where stuff is. The S indicates a save point. So the map stations are very helpful to fill in the map and show you where you can go. Just hitting the wrong button there. I'm like, why is this not shooting? Alright, we'll see if I can get to the save point over here. Not sure if I can access it yet or not. And then I'll have to end it there because there'll be 15 minutes. Yeah, I can get there. Smart ball in, and there you go. We're at the save station. So as soon as you go out, it asks you if you'd like to save, and you pick yes or no. And you hit yes, and it does this, and it will say save completed. And that is how you save the game. But yeah, like I said, we'll be doing a full Let's Play series of this eventually. Don't know when that will be, but we will be doing that eventually. Possibly after GoldenEye, if we ever get done with that. Or possibly after Zelda 2, because that's probably going to be done before GoldenEye at this rate. But anyways, that's going to conclude this episode of First 15. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/nvideogaming or on Twitter at twitter.com/nvideogames. And you can check us out on the web at nvideogames.com for Nintendo news, screenshots, trailers, and lots more good stuff like that. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube to follow along with the videos we post. We post a new one every day except for Sundays. And the exception being if I'm going to be out of town like this weekend, I'm going to have to do the podcast. It's probably going to be on Friday. And of course I don't do videos on Sunday. So that's the one day I take off for the week other than streaming, of course. And like I said, you can follow along with our videos there, as well as the recorded versions of our live streams. We stream live on Twitch on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Though, as I mentioned, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm going to be doing my Saturday stream on Friday, and my Sunday stream may be on Sunday. It may be on Monday night. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Monday night, so I'm probably going to be home too late on Sunday to do it. Then I'm probably too tired to do it because I'll have to. It's like a 2 or 3 hour drive from where I'm going, so it's a pretty long drive for me. But anyways, that's going to conclude this episode of First 15. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and game on.